Coming up on My Time to Talk.
If they clap that back and it's some young, fresh thing in the kitchen that's just fucked up, you're getting a lawsuit, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the end of your fucking life.
Jay-Z come out and oh my god, that man's statement, I'll have to... Did you read his statement?
No, I told you I don't
Well,
like
the
it.
thing that stuck out was...
Kemi,
Badenoch.
It was so poor and it was so awful, and she'd never go back there. So much so that the Prime Minister of Nigeria said, "Could you change your name?" Then,
Like DJ Khaled's wife's got him in track. So
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's
I
good.
don't know. There's something smirky about him as well, actually.
Oh, anybody that comes from somewhere and never talks about that they come from there, I would not trust. You can't hail up Jamaica and never once talk about your Palestine, where you actually come from, that are going through the depths of depravity and hell.
As usual.
I was always so prepared, aren't I? I mean, it's a lot to live up to, my standards, isn't it?
There's so much is. When you've lived as long as me.
You're practically
What?
like middle-aged now.
Middle age.
Yeah.
I think that
With the amount that people are living.
that went a few years ago.
Oh yeah, because they're going to the hundreds and something now. So you probably are just middle-aged.
Some people are going to the
That means we're equivalently still in our 20s.
Absolutely. Still part of the youth.
Don't try that shit.
The youth.
So your first child was when he was 4.
Oh, stop it. Don't be airing at me. It's dead.
Don't need you taking that down.
It's my time to talk.
My time to
Your time to talk? No, your time to talk.
Answer to the riddle is...
What?
It depends on where you left them.
Don't know what the question was now.
Where do you find Santa's reindeer?
That was such a terrible one. Such a terrible
It was a
one.
Christmas one. We're doing Christmas
That's why
ones
we
from
didn't
now.
count
So.
it. That's why we didn't count it last
Christmas
time.
ones.
Because it was dreadful.
So, what we're going to start with is the weekly affair. The weekly affair. So, I think I'll start. Shall I?
Go on then. You
Oh,
always want to start.
Arisha was so prepared last week. I was
Absolutely.
Flabbergasted.
You were not.
Oh yeah, he was hiding.
one little thing. Mine is Conservatives' new leader. This week, Kemi,
Badenoch.
this week, she actually slated Nigeria and told them that it was living in hell. It was kind of like living in hell over there. It was so poor
problematic.
and it was so awful. And she'd never go back there. So much so that the Prime Minister of Nigeria said, "Could you change your name?" Then he says, "Oh yes, our country is so bad, but are we the ones that supported the Gaza Holocaust? No. Are they the money laundering capital of the world? No. So if it's so bad in Nigeria, could you just take your name out of your mouth? Take your name out of our country, and that will suit us fine. And keep your mouth. And really, I think to myself, like, they've got all rights to say that, because like, just because you're living in a Western society, so they say. Do you know what I mean? Why would you do that? Why would you condemn your own place of origin? Even if you was born in England and you was taken to Nigeria, you know, your parents did that for a reason, and that's probably the reason why you are where you are at the moment. And that is a great position, because I can't imagine wanting to be the Conservative leader. But you know what I mean, it could be the reason why you've got that far is because you've had the knowledge of another country, you know, and that's something that we keep talking about. But if it's to bring somebody back to this country, to slate the country, then no, slate their country of origin.
But
I can't
this is what
imagine
she's been
even. I don't
employed.
care what happens in Jamaica. I would not be slating Jamaica, and I was never born there. I was never there for any amount of times, but there's no way I'm going to be slating a country that I actually have an origin from.
But this
You
is
know
what
what I mean?
this is what she's been employed to do, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's employed to say the stuff that they, as white men,
Would love to say.
can't get away with saying anymore by, you know, their own rules that, you know, have been made by the laws of the land now. But it just shows that they don't agree with, you know, all of this PC gone madness, as they would say.
Otherwise, it
So
wouldn't
they're
let us say
using
that.
a black woman to do it, do you know what I mean? Because then they can say, well, see, it's not racist
well,
because,
she
you know,
said it.
it's a black mouthpiece, but yeah, we can read between the lines, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? We're
definitely.
not frigging idiots at the end of the day. So when she's saying, like, all of that type of stuff, and the other one was migrants and the bottom wipers, and like she's reparation. No, we shouldn't. Like, slavery wasn't like we did learn some things from slavery.
It's a
and
bit Candy
it's like,
Sareen, isn't it?
basically, you know, they're employed to say this stuff. They're
Yeah.
employed to be inflammatory, and then we as black people, then they think can't turn around and disagree with her because
Yeah.
she's a black woman.
But
Do
we
you know what I
can.
mean? But we can.
But we can.
Yeah, because
Do you
we're
know
not
what I
a
mean?
monolith.
Because we're not what?
I'm gonna have to Google that one.
I'll have to Google that one. Hold on a minute. You know what I mean? But yeah,
We're not all the same.
there's points to be made. There's points to be made that, you know, like, why bother? You know what I mean? Why is it that you need to actually do that, say that, be that, you know, be that person? That Nigeria is an up and coming, actually, country, part of a continent, which you, living in England, is not part of a continent. You're part of a colonizers, and if that's something to be proud of, then go there, girl.
They're proud.
Do you know what I
They're
mean?
proud, aren't they?
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Me?
she's got
Wow.
nothing to say.
I've just realised it's 12/12/24 today.
That means.
Multiples.
Okay.
12 and 12
Oh yeah,
makes
12 and 12
24.
makes 24.
And it's Friday the 13th tomorrow.
Make a wish.
Ooh.
13 is lucky in Africa.
And
That's
obviously
probably
they've
why
tried
the-
That they changed. It's another thing they changed.
to say it was bad.
Yeah.
Well, I know Mummy loves this dude, so I'm gonna
What's
do
this?
Jay.
Oh gosh, you're gonna do Jay-Z.
So traumatising.
So I'm gonna do Jay-Z. So
I hate him, I hate him, I hate him.
week, this week a story came out.
Over.
Allegation came out about a 13-year-old girl, basically, that said that she was sexually assaulted by Jay-Z, P. Diddy, and an unnamed celebrity female in 2000 after some
Please don't let him be
thingy
Mary
after
J.
party.
Probably was.
No,
Just gonna take all music.
obviously, what do you call it? This is the thing now. So the statement came out through this lawyer, Busby, and he's known for dealing with a lot of these kind of cases at
Is
the
that his
moment.
government name? Busby.
Something Busby, I can't remember what his
Well,
first
it's
name
P.
is, but the
Diddy,
second one
P.
is
Diddy.
Busby.
No.
Well, no, but he's not a lawyer.
But yeah, so the things come through him anyway. The lawsuits come through him. The woman is not being named. She's now in her 30s. This
But
happened
is it
in
a lawsuit
2004.
or is it just an
It's
allegation
a
at the moment?
lawsuit. She's tried. It was supposed to be a lawsuit. I think she was attempting
Okay.
to sue him. Busby says that it was she purely wanted mediation, and to
Oh.
be acknowledged by him.
Yeah.
And that now
That would
it's
have
got to
pinched
this
it.
stage because his gaslighter is what she's trying to
So
say.
how old is she now?
She would be in her 30s. If she was
Oh,
13
okay.
then, it was 2004
Okay.
that this happened. So he's saying this has emboldened her now.
So why is this 12-year-old girl around these
So
celebrities?
this was my point.
Okay,
It goes
sorry.
back to
Sorry,
the
sorry.
thing because she's 13. By her, this is her own statement. Yeah, she's a 13-year-old. She's gone to some Teen Choice Awards. She hasn't got a ticket. Yeah, her parents have dropped her off at this place.
At
There
13.
you go. Parents have dropped. This is her story.
Bye,
right?
baby. Have a great time.
And you haven't got a ticket. Yeah,
I've dropped
and
them
you're on your
knowing you don't have a
own,
ticket.
knowing you don't have a ticket.
Okay,
So you're
continue.
just there, like
Jay-Z's over
doing
there,
what? Yeah, just
asking
go
for a
on,
ticket.
go on and mingle.
Oh yeah, and then Jay-Z is just walking past him and hey, 13-year-old girl.
Do you want a
there's no
ticket?
ticket. Do you want to come and suck
So
my dick?
apparently,
Okay.
while she's there looking, trying to get in, she can't get in. P Diddy's driver has come up to her and says, "Oh, you're just Diddy's type." Gets her in the car. She goes to some building with a U-shaped driveway. There's a party going on. Diddy's there. All these celebrities are there. And then next thing she knows, she's lightheaded in a room with Jay-Z, giving Jay-Z head, and then the girl is watching, the unnamed celebrity is watching, and then vice versa. She says when Diddy's doing something to her or she's doing something to Diddy, she suddenly hits him on the head and he just stops. Then she grabs her clothes and runs out, proceeds to run out. She's able to get out and called her dad to pick her up.
What? And her dad didn't do nothing
Did you have a
at
good
the age
time
of
then, love?
13. Her dad didn't do nothing.
How was
So-
Diddy's party?
Oh, she just didn't tell anybody till now.
I don't know, Mum. I don't know.
That's
That
awful.
was the
Dad
story.
picked her up from the party.
No, from the runaway.
I don't know. She just said after
She's
she
not at the
ran
concert
away, and
anymore.
then so
She's
there
in
was
their
a
house.
lot. I don't know that, but from the statement that I read, there was a lot that didn't
Add up.
It sounded like somebody, and I'm not thingy obviously, but I'm just saying this is my opinion. It sounded like somebody has read the stories of what's happened to people
Yeah,
and have
and
kind
made it
of.
up.
Do you know what I mean? I've kind of put these kind of things together to think, okay, well, that could be a feasible story. The fact that she says, oh, I didn't have a ticket, usually those would be the types of things you would use as confirmation. Like people kept tickets back in the day, didn't they? So it would have been, oh, I went to that, I had my ticket. So she's kind of covered her bases by saying, well, there would be no evidence of me being there, but I was coerced to be there. And we know that this shit can happen. Like, let's not be like naive. We know this shit can
But
happen.
usually
My
parents drop you off.
brain
Don't just drop you off.
Well, my brain was, then your parents need to be fucking sued.
Yeah.
Because why are they dropping you off in
No
the
man's-
middle of no man's
this
land?
goes
got no
back to
ticket.
the
People,
same-
you got no
This
ticket. You got
goes
no
back to the
fucking.
same thing that you were saying about the boy who got flipping done in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, how is it now my man's problem that you
Can't
sent
control your
daughter-
child.
No,
You-
not
well,
even a thing of
yeah.
control.
You sent your
You
daughter
sent your
to
daughter
a
to the
country.
fire zone. So what the fuck? So
And
they
now
didn't
I'm
care
in
what she was
problems.
doing.
You know what I mean?
Like, no offense, yeah, but then same way, if you sent your daughter off on this trip and she did something with someone out there willingly, yeah, and
I
come
think
back,
all the-
you can't be there going to the Peruvian
Can you
police.
imagine?
Yeah, I want you
Can
to
you imagine?
arrest.
Mad.
You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
That's
So,
your business, man.
Literally, but this is what I'm
Sorry.
saying. So obviously,
Sorry.
back to
No, but
this.
it's not your business
What
that
I
you got
didn't
raped.
think,
No.
But why
what
not?
didn't compute is how have they? Like, I don't know. This is me. Yeah, we all saw the Cassie video. That man, as soon as he realised she wasn't in that room anymore, stalked her down that fucking thing in his towel, falling over,
Dick
bossed her
out. Oh,
down.
yeah.
Cameras was
Dick out.
there, everything.
Yeah.
He didn't give a
Shit.
fuck, but she
Yeah.
weren't leaving that building. You're gonna tell me a 13-year-old is gonna
Got
fuck
away.
you on your head, and you're gonna be
gone.
because that's what she said. I hit him on the head and suddenly he stopped. It's like it shocked him out of it.
Really?
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 That's suddenly gonna make him stop. To me, from what Diddy is described as being,
He
it would
said-
make him angry.
He said, "You make sure they can't get out."
Yeah.
You ain't getting out.
Diddy, an unnamed female
Especially if
celebrity,
you've-
and Jay-Z have essayed this
Could
girl,
not
and
get
they're
away.
all gonna allow her to just okay,
And
it's
they-
alright, just let
and
her
they
leave.
and then they did let you leave, and then didn't pay you off.
Didn't pay
as
you.
well.
No,
Yeah.
she said she signed something. That's the bit I forgot. She said she was made to sign something when she got there. But my point is, a child can't sign
Anything
any
anyway?
legal document. So she said, I was told it was an NDA, but I didn't know what an NDA was. Therefore, it's not a
It's
legal
not legal.
document anyway. And if you didn't know what you signed, you could still then go. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
just-
know.
it's not
It
making
sounded
sense.
like a lot of it didn't make sense.
You saw Judge Judy.
And
If
then
it don't
obviously,
make sense,
what thing did
it's not.
Jay-Z come out and oh my god, that man's statement, I'll have to. Did you read his
No,
statement?
no, I told you I don't
Well,
like
the
it.
thing that stuck out was basically
Fuck
if somebody
themselves.
had done something so heinous to a 13-year-old child, wouldn't you be looking to? I know I would be looking to file a criminal suit, not a lawsuit.
parents.
First of all, as even as the victim, do you know what I mean? And he said that the Busby is not going to be getting one red penny. And that he needs to think
I
it
don't
then
blame
if
him,
it's going to
actually.
be, if he thinks,
It's gonna come
if
with
he
more
really
proof than
thinks
that.
that he essayed a 13-year-old, then shouldn't he be in prison, not like be looking for what
and
the
they
shit-
should be
do you
looking
know what I mean?
to put him in prison.
So
if
that
that's
was
the
the
case.
one time I've got to say that's the one time I've actually heard a
Believed it.
celebrity say that and thought, okay, that kind of, because it was like, I'm from the hood, do you know what I mean? I've seen these types of people all the time, and one thing that we don't fuck around is like messing with kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
That's
we know that he
amazing.
did date a 15-year-old back in the day, so he can say that.
That, And he was
but
like 12.
allegedly,
Yeah.
allegedly, he was with a
And they
15-year-old.
never
So
And they never
confirmed
confirmed,
how
what's
what
it?
age they started dating Beyonce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he's
And
like
also,
12 years.
the one that died
10
in
or
the
12
aeroplane.
years.
What's her name?
Layyah as well.
Layyah. He was involved in that whole.
All of them were
that
involved in
whole
the
thing.
Layyah.
Yeah, exactly. And she was only 14.
So to me, it sounds like the cracks are starting to finger on Jay-Z. I think he's tried to hit it quick, like to try and finger
to stop it.
As I said, I'm not sure. Like until you know, it's between them lot and thingy. We can never know. And with the amount of money, power, and influence, we know that these people can pay off police. We know all of this. So maybe it is a case of they thought they were that cocky and maybe out of it that they did just let her run off, thinking, well, if she reports something,
We'll
who
just
gives a
deny
fuck?
it.
'Cause we can just deny it. do you know?
Yeah.
And that is plausible.
Yeah.
do you know, so. You know, sometimes the wildest stories, that's what they rely on, is that people would think, well, that don't sound true.
Because people said
it's
that
so
about Layyah,
outlandish,
that he
do you
was
know
a bit
what I mean?
outlandish, but he did.
Like, oh, they drugged her and put her on a plane. That
Yeah.
sounds a bit outlandish,
Oh,
but
gosh.
that's
I'm
apparently
gonna
what
tell you
happened,
one,
do you know what I mean?
I was
She said she
watching-
didn't want to get on, they drugged her
Yeah.
and carried her on the damn plane, is what they said happened to her.
I was watching Alex Cross, and I don't know if you should say this after, but I was watching Alex Cross, and up came this scenario where he's gonna kidnap this girl because she looks like somebody he wants to do serial killing on, and that trigger alert. But he called her to his house, and she says he says, do you want a drink? And she says no, and he says, oh, you're right to not take a drink, from a stranger. He says, because I could have spiked it or something. He says, but you know what you didn't do? He says, I know that you're an allergic, you're what's that phobia about, you're a germaphobe.
Okay.
So the sanitizer that you've just pumped has got fentanyl in it. And I thought, straight back to what you were saying about the oil
Oh God, yeah.
in what's his place,
Blink twice.
and he
Yeah, baby oil,
and she
yeah.
she pumped it as she came in the house
And rubbed it
because
on
she's
her
so she rubbed it on her hand, and as he said that to her, she she blacked out.
Oh, shit.
Next thing she's tied up and everything.
I remember that.
And I thought to
I've read
myself,
that one.
like,
I've read that
isn't
one,
that
and
the
it's so
scenario?
fair.
What we were saying,
Yeah,
was it you or
Blink
you?
twice. We were
That
talking
was saying
it,
about
yeah.
why that's so
Maybe
many
that's why they've
oil
got so much
was in
baby
there
oil. They've got
because
something in it,
they've got
yeah.
something in it, and I
They
thought,
massage them and
there
then
you
they're
go.
out, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could be,
He's
don't
just
know.
explained it, type of thing. You know what I mean? Instead of spiking your drink, just in case you don't.
It can be topical.
Of what's it? I
it's
put it
true,
in
so
the
that
in
they
the
can smile
sanitizer.
or whatever. Yeah, it's true.
And
But what I was going to say, like off the back of all of this, just to finish, was while all of this has been going on, do you know Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah.
Do you know them?
The
brand?
outfit.
I don't know the
Oh,
person.
well,
No, but you know the design.
yeah, the
So
designer.
have you heard anything
I know
about
the clothes
him?
designer.
Oh, that he's a racist bastard.
No, that he's a rapist bastard.
Oh,
And he's
shit.
essaying little boys,
Oh.
and It just goes to show
my
they will
God.
report
They
on
said
like
all
all
this
of
as
this
well.
type of stuff. No, I only heard about this like about 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, so that's mad. We've heard diddy story after diddy story after diddy
But we
story.
haven't heard about him.
Well, how come we haven't heard about this?
I
Why
think-
come this isn't on the news?
Oh, there
Do you
you
know
go.
what I mean? Like
You'll know
literally.
why.
But I swear, like, there was some documentary where they talked about that he was, like, basically this seedy racist who the whole brand, because obviously the clothes are shit,
Yeah.
so the whole brand is just a market. He was just more interested in getting guys modelling for him, and like
It's just a
women he
ruse
couldn't
to get
care
them in,
about. Do you know what I mean? It was just a ruse
But
to
black
get them
guys
in,
love
and
the
then
Abercrombie.
not in my lifetime.
in my
Like, no
in
one
my
fits-
era, they
no
do.
one
They
fit
don't,
in their
yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Like that's what I
Very
said. Like
straight up,
that's
straight
why
down.
when you go into an Abercrombie and Fitch shop, it will always be dark because it's just the shop was laid out like it was like an inside beach hut, but it was always dark.
I've never seen
Like
it.
so
I've
you
never
couldn't
been in
really
one.
even see the clothes. The clothes were shockingly shit and overpriced. It wasn't
Yeah,
about
they were
that.
definitely overpriced.
So once it got past to a point where he was like obviously no one like started, everyone became more aware, and that it's like, okay, well, you know, because he'd hire people to be outside. You remember they'd be the ones in their boxes outside London, Oxford Street, when they'd
I
open a
didn't see that.
store,
Yeah.
and that was part of their branding. That you get fit girls and guys just stand out in bikinis, and in England.
You know.
No,
Yeah.
anytime.
Why are you wearing this? Whose body looks like this? And how are you tanned? But yeah, seedy bastard.
Yeah.
But it's all coming out. It's
Well, I
like
see it's a cover for
how,
most things, but this is where I say also, also, it's the non-talented ones. Because BDD ain't got a talent to rub together. And I don't know if, God forbid, no, I feel like DJ Khaled's wife's got him in track. So I don't feel like he's
I
good.
don't know. There's
He's
something
got-
smirky
yeah.
about him as well, actually.
Oh, anybody that fucking comes from somewhere and never talks about that they come from
you know.
there, I would not trust. You can't hail up Jamaica and never once talk about your fucking Palestine, where you actually come from, that are going through the depths of fucking depravity and hell. Do you know what I mean? And you will never once say, you're sitting there in your fucking fat belly and you're living
You
for times, and
know.
you'll never once say, oh, you know, free
Donate.
Gaza. You're gonna fucking talk about free vibes and fucking Buju Banton
'cause he's
and
making money from there.
Jamaica.
You're making no money from Gaza,
Fucking
is
culture vulture bastard. Okay.
Okay.
Weekly affair.
No.
No, sorry.
Okay, so my weekly affair is
What just happened?
You just don't want to say it.
no, I don't know what to say it. And my brain was like, so you're gonna speak? I was like, it's not happening. I just okay. So like I'm gonna mess it up now. Black Girl Disney co-founder Dominique Brown died this week from an allergic reaction from a Disney box launch event.
Are you joking?
So obviously she was like an influencer for Disney.
She died of what's it?
And she was at one of these events. She's dressed up in the whole like Winnie the Pooh jumper and whatever. She's had an anaphylactic fit.
And nobody's
died.
even cocked it before, and she's gone
And
into.
apparently they've also like what could be
Doesn't
apparently
she?
her.
Didn't
is
she
that-
use us?
Yeah, has anyone got an EpiPen?
Well, doesn't
But
she
then-
have an EpiPen if
But
she's
then,
that
well,
allergic?
she would have an EpiPen, but then also they would have been aware of her dietary requirements. Like she's an influencer for.
Oh, it's food.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's like something she's eaten
Oh
has
my
made her
God.
go into anaphylactic
And died.
and she died. Yeah,
Oh God.
at the event.
Fucking God.
Oh my God.
Like, so they have to cut the music, everything.
And they were advertising something at that time. You mean?
So yeah, so she's there as marketing, promoting for like either the
wiki thing.
the socials or like for anything to do with Disney. She's like a whole like black girl Disney promoter sort of thing. For I'm obviously assuming
When
for a
was
more
this?
younger audience. At some I don't know whether it was Monday, Tuesday.
Didn't even see that.
But yeah, like so that's just, for me, obviously, we're now like putting on events and stuff like that. You know, we've had situations in the past where we've said, okay, no, something, and then they bought that exact thing. And luckily the person wasn't there who had the allergy, but that just ties them out completely from knowing that they can eat anything, and you've alienated someone. But that one was visible. Imagine them trusting to know that the food has been like someone's just put a spoon in there and like
it's true though,
and there's just no care. You've literally just killed someone.
And that's
so
it.
I
And
really like.
There's
no like. There's
she's
no
only
real
34.
Even like making up for that, really. Even if you get paid out, you've literally just killed someone at an event that they're putting on.
It's terrible, man.
So I feel like, the takeaway from that for me obviously was that, you know, going on the basis of like inclusion and like, you know,
my life.
like acknowledging other people's differences, like, do you get what I mean? In the sheer factor of like you thinking that it's nothing, you've generally just killed someone.
I mean, it would be manslaughter, but I feel like somebody should pay for these things, like with the same with the Pret-a-Mange girl, that young black girl that died recently. Similarly, they went out and she had a major, and it was soya milk, wasn't it?
It was something like that.
Yeah, and they've gone to like Costa or somewhere like that, and she's died.
But she's actually told,
and
the mother told her.
And they think people should be prosecuted. Like, this negligence,
but they are thinking of
that could kill
they're
somebody.
going to prosecute that person, them, because of it's happened before, and they've told them, you know, like, you've got to keep tabs on allergies and things like that.
Like, it's
so it really is actually
to be taken out by like,
and you would least expect, and you know it's coming on as well when you've had.
That's why I told you.
It's like terrifying.
I've just taken an allergy tablet because I can feel like something's coming on
so fast. So it's like.
So
like
quick.
I was saying on that like first aid course, how like that girl felt when she's like having the shock sort of thing. Like, it's like you know you're going through this and all you're trying to do is like survive basically internally, but you can't vocalize that or anything, so it must have been so terrifying. And to know that she didn't make it out of it is really like the fact that you
really
had
sad.
nothing
on
thinking on hand, you had no one there on hand,
and just a simple
and
EpiPen could have fucking saved
and
their
it's
life.
scary as well, because I can imagine like it's for our generation, like obviously she's like 34 or something like that, so for like people around our age group, I feel like not to put anything against young people or younger people, but I feel like there's like a bit of a lapsadaisy about like the youth, and I do appreciate that you're enjoying yourselves and you're bettering you're like cool around each other, like in that kind of social atmosphere, but you just have to be more aware of the things that you are doing, because you are going to be the adults of the next generation, and you're not going to be able to withstand this. Like even like Denise's episode situation, what she went through and stuff like that, she's the only one of her friend group that was ready for that situation. Otherwise that would have ended very differently, and that's only because of your home training and that she took the responsibility to know I've got siblings, and if shit hits the fan, do you get what I mean, there's going to be something that needs to be done. Do you know what I'm saying? So to be able to step up for that, but not everyone's going to get that thinking, so please just be more aware of like what is going to be happening, because once it, like you're saying, if they clap that back and it's some young fresh thing in the kitchen that's fucked up, you're getting a lawsuit, bro, and that's the end of your fucking life, because you just thought, fuck it, I'll just put some fucking do you know what I mean?
Well, we haven't got that, so I'll just put that. Oh God, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, man. And this is what I mean again, like putting young people in these positions,
just because they're
they
cheaper,
don't realise how you know,
The
it's actually a
character
position
that
of
is.
power to
Yeah.
be
That's
preparing
what I've
food
said. I've
is
said
a
loads of
position of
time
power.
that
Do you know what I
you
mean?
know, like, yes, it might be
And
cheaper.
it may not have been a young person.
It might
so
have
let's
been
not-
a
yeah.
cheaper person to
Absolutely.
have, but in some
I'm sorry,
cases,
like,
Yeah.
I'm
you know what I
thinking,
mean, you need
I
to.
just thought
Just
that in the
negligence
sense
in
of
general,
like
yeah.
how I feel like sometimes when I'm the difference between how I feel like not to say that we like people of my generation can't be negligent as well, but I just feel like how I'm going with how I'm treated in these kind of events from a young person
Yeah.
sometimes he's still very friendly and stuff like that, but he's just like very like is that the way that you should have done it? Do you know what I mean? Like
It's
I've been
clear
to
this
an
is
event
not their career
and
path.
it
They
was
don't want to
like-
be there. It's
yeah,
just for the
it's like,
money.
oh,
so yeah.
is anyone at this table allergic? And it's like you need to know the people who are allergic. You don't just say like to a broad table because not everyone heard you. Do you know what I mean? So then you're putting then the signs in front of the thinking. But this is an alcohol funded event. Do you know what I mean? And the food's coming
Who's
out.
reading
So
that
who's
shit?
so where is that sitting? Do you know what I mean?
But it's like, as I said, like when I went to that lung thing and came out of it, and I went, oh, I can feel that I'm getting an allergic reaction. And if it wasn't that I was actually in the hospital, I would have gone off
home, yeah.
with an allergic reaction, mouth probably closing up,
On
throat
public
probably
transport, yeah.
on no driving. That's a that's
okay,
an
he was driving,
a lethal weapon. You know what I mean? And them not even saying to me, well, you might be allergic to this, so perhaps we should try something else, or do you know what I mean? But it was a good job I was actually in a hospital at the time to be able to ask that question, can you be allergic to that dye, you know what I mean? And then saying, yeah, quick, do you know what I mean?
Just highlighted
Yeah.
their negligence, yeah.
Oh, also, sorry, whilst we're here, which I didn't actually learn from the course as well, I found out if you hold down, so I have an Android. So if you hold down your power button and your down button, then it shows you like this menu, which you can add your medical info to the menu.
Oh, okay.
And then you can say like, you know, I'm allergic to this, like this is where my EpiPen is, in an emergency call this person.
That's
You can
really
put
good.
all that stuff there so that if anyone does find you and your phone's there,
And
you
then,
can
And they know how
they
to get
can
onto that.
know to
And
think
your
it
phone
or-
can be locked and
you,
you can
yeah,
still
and you
access
can
that.
get that. You
Right,
can
okay.
get to that on that one. I don't know what it is. I think it's just hold down the
Middle
on
button.
button for iPhone or something
Have a
like
look,
that.
guys.
But yeah, have a
find out
Google.
for iPhone,
Just
but
for
yeah.
those kind of situations when if you are unsure, at least you know that you can say, okay, well, they've said this and
Or,
like tell the
do like I
ambulance or
do,
whatever.
get yourself a bracelet
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
actually says I've got allergies.
Yeah.
Because they do check for that, and and for lay people, always check and see if they have got a bracelet if somebody's passed out, because it could be like
Because it could be like this, you know, their
diabetic
allergies
or
or something like that.
that was a good one, Mish.
Yeah,
Rest in
definitely.
peace.
Rest in
Oh,
peace.
bless. Oh,
Just
so
before
sad,
Christmas
you
as well.
know.
I mean, like,
terrible, man.
it is.
Major lawsuit coming their way, I got a feeling.
Anyway, so we on to the dilemma. So here we are, folks.
Dilemma.
You know, my dilemmas are always brilliant.
Oh no, it's you on dilemma, isn't it?
Oh. So, the dilemma. So lovely. Dilemma. You're on Deal or No Deal.
Oh.
Do you know the program? No.
One of the white
Don't use the.
one white male left
And
on
you-
TV who hasn't been done
I
for
know, has he
sexual
been done
assault.
for anything?
He's not on BBC.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter nowadays. I thought that other one was on OTV as well.
No.
What was his name?
Philip was on
Philip was on OTV.
Yeah, but
Started on the
anyway.
Anyway,
You're on Deal or No Deal, and you come down to the last two boxes. So that's one box in front of you, and there's one box
and I've got to swap
out
it.
there. Shh. One is 25,000, and the other is 100,000. So on
Which have I
the
got?
on the thing is either 20 is either 25,000. There's two boxes left. So the box in front of you could be 100,000, or it could be 25,000. But you go to the banker first, and the banker offers you 62,500 for your box,
Deal.
which you started with. So do you open the box and hope it's the 100,000, or do you take the 62,500?
Deal.
That's your dilemma.
I'll take the 62,000. I've never understood why these people will
Because the
gamble.
banker knows.
Yeah, the banker knows.
No, they're not supposed to.
No,
He's
the
not
banker
supposed
does
to.
know.
No, the banker doesn't. He's not supposed to know.
He does know.
Well, let's say he doesn't know
Okay,
then.
then.
He's offered you
So then why would he
62,500.
offer me 62,000?
Well, he's
Because they're
because
giving you
you've
on an
come
average, innit,
because you've come
between
down
a
to
pound
25,000
yeah.
and
So you're gonna get
100,000.
your
So
biggest
he's got to
offer.
give
If you've
you
got
a good offer.
If you've
I'm
got
going to the end! I'm going to the bitter end!
Well, that's what his girlfriend said actually.
I'm going to the bitter end!
God, you're one of them. Literally.
So you would go.
I
You
watched.
wouldn't have the
Win
62,000.
the 100,000.
What would you do? This is a
They can
dilemma.
go to the bitter end!
Well, I would say from all of the ones I've watched, whether it's that or like the girls watch a sleep one where they have to count pennies for 24 hours, and then at the end of it they can either stick with the answer that they gave of how many they thought that pennies was worth and take that amount of money, or they can gamble to the thingy and get like the close, like some like something similar, like all of those types of games. You never win. The spin the wheel one.
Oh gosh, definitely.
The wheel.
Oh, I like that.
On the-
one,
yeah, the
well, he
McIntyre
got
one.
92,000. The
But
last one.
how often does it happen now? And this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That's another
Oh, I
one.
don't like
That's
these.
hard.
Well,
That
I
was a
haven't
question.
watched
I mean, you have to
many
answer
shows
a
for
question
how long.
with them.
But my
That's
point
different.
is, whenever they get to like a certain point, they get to like big money that they've never seen in their life before.
You know.
And then suddenly,
And then they get
they're going
greedy.
for a money that's imaginary money.
Yeah.
It's imaginary
No, can I
money.
just
It's
say-
not your money.
Can I just say why I would go to the bitter end?
Because you came with nothing,
Because-
so I leave with
no,
nothing.
no.
That's what they always
Yeah,
say
say
after
naughty.
they've lost.
I didn't say naughty, give him a 0. I'm going to take 62.5 grand. But you didn't say that. You said it was 25 grand.
There's a 25 and there's a 100.
Yes.
There's 100,000 left up on the board.
100,000.
So you've either got
So
100,000.
I'm going to leave this place with some.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I did.
Yeah, but you could have left with 62,000.
I'm going to leave him with something. But in my head, I could have 100,000 in the thing. And if we're going by the actual legit rules of the show, okay, the dealer knows which box
No,
he's got.
he doesn't.
So
He doesn't.
if he's going to give me a nice 62.5 grand for my box in front of me, why are you doing that?
Because you've got
If-
100 grand
If
on the
He's trying
thing.
to make you
knows
lose.
So he's
that
trying
I've
to
got
make you
100.
lose.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, so then I'm going to
Just
be
in
like,
case you've
I
got the
know
100,000.
I have the 100.
But then they're gonna ask you for the swap and no swap and then fuck you up again.
Yeah.
No.
So you would
That's
never
what I'm
swap.
saying.
So
That
you
is
would
not
never
the
swap.
dilemma. That is not the dilemma.
No,
The
no,
dilemma
no,
is
no.
which box are you going to open?
I'm going to open my box and I'm going to receive that 100.
Okay, so you're gonna.
But that's what
manifest
he
it.
said. That's what the
And
guy
did he
said.
And did you lose?
No, he lost.
Oh,
25 grand.
I'll still take the 25
But
grand.
that's what he says. He
happy
says,
with the
I still got 25 grand.
I'm happy with the 25.
No, I would have
But-
been happier with the 60 that the guy just gave me.
Well,
But he
his
didn't-
word
never
was
had it.
that he had
Never had it.
the
I
box
would've
was
said
number
three.
And
3,
100,000 would be
and that
my
was his
box.
I would've
birthday,
said 3.
and
Yeah.
his missus was saying, we said to the end.
Do the
So
bitter end.
it's like, why are you going to go
Come
for
on,
62? You know
Go
what I
on,
mean?
Sandra.
Them ones,
What's your
yeah.
name?
All I was saying was
Leave-
greedy.
As long as I've got my
Karen.
train ticket
No.
home. As long as I've got
No,
my train
I
ticket
ain't
home.
doing
It's
that.
like,
No,
shut your face. You know
what I mean?
especially Deal or No Deal. They used to be there for a whole fucking month
Yeah.
before they gave
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
They had lots of earnings. Like,
Yeah.
you want to come back with something more than fucking £10 train ticket.
Exactly.
No,
and if you get
That's not even
down,
train ticket.
I thought, well, if you get down to 25, which is so hard, the
What would you
25
do,
and the
Mum?
100,000, I would go for the 62,500.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I didn't come there with any money, so why am I hankering after the 100 though? When
you
the
just
deal,
bought that.
You
when
could
he's
make
just
that
offered
40.
me, well, he was.
You're not hankering.
You could make
Yeah,
the
he
40.
was.
Oh.
You know,
But making 100 is kind of hard, isn't it? But you could make that 40 to add on to your 60.
Yeah, with the 62.
To make
Yeah,
the-
I wouldn't
the-
feel
the
any way
100.
about losing the 40, even if I took
I wouldn't
the
feel
62.
bitter about 25, but I would be gutted like,
Yeah,
oh, fuck,
like
I
62.
just took 62.
Because
What's
25.
You're just being great. You're ungrateful.
No, because that would be, and then I'd feel salty, yeah. Why am I being ungrateful because I'm at 25? But I would have known that I could have had 62 if I wasn't being greedy trying to get 100.
You weren't being greedy though.
But even if the boss...
You don't understand, man.
I understand what you're saying,
I
but
think
that's
it's
why
greedy.
those games will always be played in some kind of thing. That's my
Yeah.
point, because there's always the gambler and there's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
the non.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's all it is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And I say all
Do you know
this,
what I
but
mean?
me in the gambling situation, I'm always like, ooh, I
I'm
want
62.
something. I'm always like, oh, I want something. Like, I'm out now.
That was like,
know,
I
the
saw
same
this
box.
guy, he did a TikTok of Winter Wonderland in somewhere in London.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it West? Did you see it?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen
Okay,
it. but
so
yeah.
he said, don't watch to the end if you don't. If you
wanna go.
actually go in there, don't watch to
Yeah,
the end.
'cause
The man
I've-
spent £700, come out with fucking
Oh,
tiny
just
little
want this all
teddy,
done, yeah.
this fucking thing, like, and the way he goes through it though, he did it so class because he was like, right, we've just walked in. Oh yeah, Mrs. at the hot dog stand. Yeah, we paid the tickets, £200 down. Right now, we're gonna go to the hot dog stand. Oh, £35. And then he goes to play darts. Fucking hell, darts was the same price as the hot dogs. Not £35. Do you know what I mean? And all they've done is throw like darts at a fucking like you literally. It's the same kind of shitty little thing you get into.
Yeah.
Nothing there, like
Oh,
nothing.
God.
The hook and duck. Oh, £60 on hook and duck. Because obviously he's got two. I think he had two girls and then his daughter. The girls were like, "You play, Dad. Come on, Dad. You got to win something." So he said, £60 on hook and duck. But we want this little bear. £60 for this bear, love. Fucking hell, can you believe it? Would you ever pay £60 for this bear? Nah. But we're in Winter Wonderland. Do you know what I mean? Of course we're paying £60 for a little fucking bear. Do you know? I was like, this
Bro,
is
Will,
class,
at Winter Wonderland, but that
literally.
reminds me
At
of
the
when...
end, £800.
That reminds me of when we used to go to the...
No.
You know them little where you win tickets.
That's it.
You know, like you press
arcade
and
machine,
the arcades. That's it. And
That's
we used to
same.
spend like £10-15,
Look at all
and you
my
like look at all my
tickets.
tickets, and we're thinking to ourselves,
was
we
even-
spent £15
You're
for
looking at
that.
you got tickets, me and Bean, like, freaking, he's gone to me, so we went out shopping, yeah. Flipping went up, we're just about to leave, and he goes, can we go on the escalator? So I was like, fine, we'll go on the escalator, we'll come straight back down. Go up the escalator, at the top of the escalator, arcade.
Oh dear.
He just looked at me and didn't even ask.
Like,
He was off. I was like, I was like, no. I was like, so we went into the arcade now. The first thing that we went on, I don't even know what it was, but that spewed out some tickets. So that was £1, yeah. That spewed out like 6 tickets, yeah. And then obviously
That you can't even get nothing
he's-
for.
Yeah.
He's already looking around, so
What
he
next?
wasn't even going for the next thing.
Yeah.
The next things he went on, no tickets came out of that. No tickets came out of that. No tickets came out of that. So
there
I was
were
just
tickets
out
from
money. So by the time, like, I just thought, yeah, little thinky. By the time I went through my purse, I was like, I didn't even know I had this much amount of change. I just spent £8.
Yeah, for what?
What?
For 6 tickets.
And then he's gone on this VR machine, which obviously,
Yeah,
you know,
you
in
can
our
see,
time when
yeah.
it was the like big cabinet thing.
Yeah.
But now it's just like you're outwardly got a mask on your face. £3 per
Oh my
person.
God.
He's about to get cozy in there. I was like, no, we need to come out of there now.
No.
That's
Yeah.
it. We're done. We're
That's
wrapping
pushing
it.
it over the £10.
I am
mark.
mad. But yeah, no, the 6 tickets are sitting downstairs.
Yeah, because
we
you can't
didn't even
get
get
not
nothing.
win 6 tickets.
Yeah, it's like you have to
need
be in
at
there
least
longer.
100.
I think I could have as much just went up to him and went, listen, how much for that, man?
Yeah,
Just give me
I'll
that.
just give you, I'll just
I'll
pay.
just give you 50
because
quid.
that's all it is.
And then
It's
still
the
come out with
experience.
Domnos.
Yeah.
£17.
I'm telling you, we used to come out with them tickets. It's like, why?
That was the most expensive
We had a little
escalator
day
ride.
ahead then. You know what I mean?
I didn't even pay for parking. I went somewhere where I thought parking's free. Right, winner, in, out, don't get anything else.
There's your parking.
Boom, £8.
Oh well, you saved on parking. So that's the dilemma.
Yeah, good one, Ma. Good
Thank
one.
you.
Good.
Thank you.
No,
I won't do next week's one. It's gonna be.
It's reaching next week.
What are you
Oh, it's
talking
next
about?
week.
You? What's wrong with you?
So what's our next thing? Our next thing is much.
Yep, I'm going first, and also
Why are you going
I'm doing it
first?
slightly differently because it's not always you first, mother. I'm doing it slightly differently. I'm doing like it's how much compared to it's how much.
No.
So you have to say.
We'll have
confused,
no
right?
confusing things
Oh
because
my
Not
like
gonna make us do
First of all,
maths.
you know.
Look how penny this toilet is
Where's that?
in Mosley.
Oh, I know where in Mosley. It's one of those. What's
I
it?
want to see.
Anyway, come on.
Bro, how much do you think this is?
Is it a settee?
Yes, it is a
Okay.
fold down sofa bed settee.
Okay.
300.
No, it's got to be more than that. I'd say 600.
600.
Yeah.
Right. Compared to,
Oh dear. Here we go.
do you think this
Oh,
sofa bed,
That is
same thing,
horrible there.
it is.
is
isn't it?
more or less than
Than the
the
other
other
one.
one?
That's probably more.
I would say
unfortunately,
that's less.
Just because it's so ugly.
Is it leather? Or you're not allowed to know?
It doesn't look leather.
don't
I
know.
would say that it's
It's looking
less.
very fabric to me.
It's less.
I would say more.
And how much?
How much more?
I'd say that's probably 600 and something.
And I would say mine was 300. I'd say that was 300.
Also the opposite.
Okay, so rear is closest with the other one at 299.
Is it?
Wow, that's
And the other one
really
is-
close.
The other one
What did I
is
say?
cheaper
600?
though, Mum.
Oh, right.
Okay.
At 129.
It looks about
It does look
100.
cheap.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
look cheap.
When you put
I
it
thought
on
it
that
was going to be like
that's why I just
opposite,
say I
yeah.
had to give it a little.
But I thought, no, it still doesn't
But
look
I
like.
thought
But
if
you know
it's
when it's one of
leather-
them, they're going to
If
make
it's
it
leather, it'd be more expensive.
look
I
like
thought
cotton.
if
and
it was
it's gonna
giving
be
the little
fucking-
like giving the judge with the colours,
Yeah.
it might throw
I don't
you.
think you'd have
It
that
did
in your
throw
house.
me.
No,
anyway.
you would not. I would not.
It'd be like
It
somewhere
looks like a cat.
it's put in a reception or
maybe a
something like
kid's
that.
I feel
room or
like
something.
a
No,
cow
in a
would really
reception.
enjoy
You
it.
can put that.
I don't
You
know
can
why.
keep 200 quid worth of settee.
That's 120 pounds.
I think
it's
a
a
cow,
sofa
a
bed.
cow
What?
would really enjoy it though for
Huh?
some reason. A cow.
A dog.
Or a cow.
No.
A cow in your house. Why would you have a cow?
Yeah.
Well, put it in the cow's
I'm
house.
putting a cow in a leather.
You break the fucking bed sitting on that.
You know.
Yeah, when it's down, it's the sofa.
You're so random, you are. I tell you.
Oh dear.
Tell me that doesn't. No, because I don't want you out here commenting.
They'll probably say you're a cow. I mean,
Shade for the. Yeah, we nearly missed it, but we got it in there.
And you know the thing is,
Shade
I
cow.
just said to this woman, yeah, I wish that you complimented me as much as you compliment me.
I do.
I compliment you
All the time.
I compliment you all the time.
I do.
And you just called me a cow.
No, I say.
Let's rewind.
In love colour. Where are you going, mother?
Where was the
Trying to find my what's it? Oh, there it is. Okay, this is a. Oh,
Oh God.
Did you
Rita
see?
saw the prize.
I didn't see it, did
You
you?
did.
You're a cheater.
I didn't.
let's have
You
a
need to
look.
learn to crop, mother.
I have cropped it,
No, you
but
haven't.
now I
You've got
can't
your
find
thumb.
it.
So
Well, I have.
Crap.
I did crop it, but I
Could you just
can't
send it
find
to me, crap? Imagine on the phone, you just send it to them. I've seen everything. Oh, I've got a cropped in my hand. We don't travel in my hand, will we?
You lot are awful, man.
£22.
As it says, it's a silk men's shirt, and I did
That's a
crop
man
it.
shirt.
Yeah, I did crop it, but I can't.
went on the
see it. I
wrong-
don't know where it's gone now.
So why are you
Picture.
holding it like that?
Because now it's only one of them.
I can't see the top now.
It's only a collar.
Oh God.
Oh,
It looks
I've
like
seen
a
the
woman's
colour.
shirt.
I
You
know,
sure
it
that's a
really
man's
does.
shirt?
It's a man's.
Look at the dots on the sleeve.
And that's the darts that's making me feel like, what? A man back in...
What design?
How
is it?
much is it?
older. Was it when it
In
was,
olden times, yeah, the 1900s.
Was it when you was doing cents? And
It's actually a designer.
what was money
What's the
called back in the olden
Oh,
times?
shut up, Felicia. You wasn't a 3-year-old.
It was a farthing.
So what do you think? 2 shillings and 6pence.
Oh, is that it?
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna
it
say
is designer. And it's not 2 shillings.
£560.
Okay.
I can give you 2 bottles of mercury for it. But that's my highest closet.
I'll give you a
I
cow.
can't get it any further.
A
No.
cow's hide.
I need my
And a bottle
horse
of barley.
shoeing. I need my horse shoeing. So we'll take that. Come on.
If you meet me this blessed
Oh, for
night,
God's sake. Are you mad or what?
My fair lady.
Come on.
Please
Oh,
don't.
Jesus.
That wonderful shirt I did give you.
What was yours?
yeah.
560.
And
Come
back
on.
then, if you had
Come on, Amish.
you can't open that wine. You were ready to
Oh,
go.
it was a
as well.
boom time.
Oh,
Literally,
shit.
you had
They
to
were
be
like,
coming that.
Did you see how clavicle?
This is a man's shirt.
It's a mansion.
Did you see his clavicle?
Come on. Oh my goodness.
I've said mine.
Misha, can you just say something, please?
560.
I can't wait to see yours next week.
Ooh,
I'll just say a price. It's
Okay.
not that serious.
yeah, silk from the 1900s, 1800s.
You can see the silk we're still crawling.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go 400.
Okay. So it is. See, it's not even. What's it? £903.
Fucking hell.
Down from 1,200.
900.
Was it worn by Jane Austen herself?
It
Was she there?
The row, Kilton silk
1,000.
shirt.
How much was it? 1,290.
Down to what's it?
The row.
Can I just? Oh, it's not attached.
Wow.
Fucking Harrods. Do you get anything
Like-
from anywhere else?
Hold on. Harrods, it's from Harrods as well. There it is.
Oh, that's-
See?
it's definitely
oh
Lady
my
of the
God,
Night.
it's definitely
Oh my
a
God,
lady
it's-
shirt.
what's it
When
called?
is
No,
it
it's
on
not.
as well?
It's a man.
I
It's
know
not
it's a man, but it's
But
a
it's,
lady shirt. Look at the way it's put.
It's
And
giving.
even the back.
But the worst of it
It's
is he
giving
doesn't want his
Bridgerton.
face to be
It is
seen.
giving Bridgerton.
It's
Look,
giving Bridgerton.
he doesn't want his
'Cause
face
it's
to be
from-
seen.
From the 1800s.
Bridgerton original. They don't get an option on that, Mum. They've actually just cut him out. They're like, we've got a brown guy, okay? You don't need to see his face.
So,
No,
I
he probably
also
insisted
have
that. I don't want to be seeing that shirt.
And it got low.
hold on, let me. I also have a.
This is how much it
Yeah,
was.
can
And
we
this
not
is
take
how much
this
it
one?
could
So-
The next one.
She got the
Do we
same
know
as you.
what it is first? Can you tell me what it is?
Is that not a bull? Is that a?
I don't know.
It's that
So
where the
the
penis
cockling,
goes
is
in
it?
there and then it goes in your vagina
Is
and then
it?
it's
So
a
it's
remote
a-
control.
It's a cock ring.
It's a
Yes.
cockring. Oh my
But
god.
then it's a remote control.
So it's a
Do you think we should be doing that
Verge
one?
app controlled rechargeable
Controlled?
vibrating cock ring.
What?
So it
For
key
men?
features: vibrating rechargeable penis ring designed for solo and couples pleasure. Worn around the penis and testicles, it provides acute stimulation to the perineum. Used with the new
Who's
and
perineum?
improved. Huh?
Who's
I know.
perineum?
That's what I was just thinking.
You
of.
just
It's
showed
gotta be
the,
his,
sent
isn't
the
it?
show in a whole new
Used
level.
with the new and improved free WeVibe app for long distance play
Oh
and
dear.
advanced functionality.
So that
I
means
didn't
that
get
your
this.
husband
What's
can
the
be
app
away.
like? So you can press it while they're
Yeah, while they're away from you. Oh, that's
waterproof
disgusting.
with 10 plus vibration modes for varying sensation.
Waterproof? Well, it would
So-
have to be in it.
How?
Imagine being in the bath.
I think
Yeah.
thinking a bit more, you know, natural.
So that's how it fits.
added.
Don't change. Oh my god.
So I suppose you
That's
could have it that way.
awful.
You'd have to wash it
Oh.
in between because you
I
don't
think
want it
you
touching
just-
your a-hole and
Look
then
at that
touching
long distance play.
the clitoris.
Oh, so you can have it going. So
Yeah.
how are they positioned then?
Because he,
No,
if
let's
he
not
was
turn
on his
this
own,
into something
they're
else.
saying he could have that touching his asshole. Is
Yeah.
what they're saying.
No, his
But
balls.
If you
No,
if
'cause
you've
it's
got the
sitting on
couple
balls
Yeah,
thing,
it's
and
sitting
this
on
is
the
that,
balls
and
and
then
the
if you're
vibrator.
on the thingy, then
Is that bit going in you then?
I'm glad we're not taping
No, it's not
this.
going in you.
No, that doesn't go in you. That's
So as a woman,
No.
No.
It's just
there's a
tickles.
couples break.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right.
That is terrible.
I'm down.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. So how much?
I would say.
No, we know what it is. How much is it?
God.
Oh, how much am I down for?
Let me see.
How much would you pay?
Well,
No
not a
more
lot.
than 80 quid. No more than 80 quid.
I wouldn't be
You would
paying
pay
a lot
£80?
for it.
Yeah, well, if I had to.
I'd give it like $7.99.
$7.99.
It's not
with
gonna
all
be
of
that
the
low.
features I've just
You know what I
told
mean?
you.
It's an app.
Well, it has to be
I had to develop the
at a
app.
price that the app. Okay, yeah. So the app's a little bit more for long distance. Okay,
Long distance
Fair
pleasure.
£35.
What are you saying?
I said 70.
70.
I mean, no more than 80. I said.
So what are you saying?
Okay, 80.
80. So mum is the closest.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
$89.99.
Wow. No, that's it.
Putting it in your Christmas
But that is
stocking?
another thing. That is
No.
like what a man
That's
will
Putting it in your
develop for
Christmas
men.
stocking.
You know what I mean?
No,
No,
I'm
jokes.
good, thanks.
I mean,
My sex
if
life
you
is
can't
too
do that
late.
yourself.
Trust me.
I ain't doing that. I ain't paying £90 for that.
I'm not
That's
paying
why I said
£90
like if I was to
to
try
jiggle some
it,
balls.
if I was to try it, it needs to be about £15, and that's just for
why
me
does
to
he
try
need his
it.
balls jiggled when I'm not
But
there?
if I it's
Exactly.
Yeah,
Remotely.
but also,
Remotely.
if
Not
I'm
jiggling
paying
going on.
£90 for an active sex life, I don't. Yeah. I'm not even gonna get into that, but
Even my hiccups are
I would-
hiccups. It's like, bitch, no way.
So there you go. It's out.
So that is Ahmed. And congratulations.
Hayden,
The first on this one. Oh, I can't find it. Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'll start then. Oh, go on then.
My hate is being told by a doctor that you don't know what you're feeling is a biggie. And since I've expressed this, more people has actually told me that's what my doctor says, and I've thought to myself, well, they must be right. So I've just gone along with it. And it's like, no, no, I didn't come this far for some young whippersnapper doctor to tell me what I'm feeling or what I might not be feeling. Do you know what I mean? And I have a faith in God that, you know, I will be guided in some form or fashion, not by a doctor. I'm sorry. You know, do not express and then tell me that, you know, it's because you've always felt that way, your mind has just taken on that feeling now. That's what my doctor says, remember? That it's like, it's only because you've always felt like that for some time, that now your body has taken on that. Isn't that called a hypochondriac? Do you know what I mean? Isn't that a hypochondriac? If you're thinking that you've got something and you haven't got it. Well, that's all I know. So then, like, when I keel over or something, some doctor is going to say, well, we'll have an investigation, which will last 3 years or something when she's totally gone. And you've got nobody looking into it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no. Do you know, like, take it from me how I'm feeling and stop making out that I'm not feeling that, because, like, we have been told of many cases that they've gone into the hospital, they say their child is this way, feeling this way or something, and you've sent them home with antibiotics, and then they've had to come back and, God willing, they've actually saved that child's life. But, you know, you can't be telling people that they're not feeling what they're feeling. You know, no, that's not a no. And that's my hate this week. I'm going to start finding congratulations.
Well, we did a week of congratulations. I was impressed with us, but I've got a hate as well. Oh no, I have got a congratulate as well. Have you got one?
Yeah, congratulations to, I know obviously she was my congratulations last week as well, well partly, but I actually
Not
read,
Israel.
no,
Oh.
so Yvonne,
Oh.
I finished the book, it was amazing, it was funny, it was like, like enlightening and on a level that kind of was easy to receive.
Say the name again.
Bamboozled by Jesus. But yeah, just in the sense of like renewing some light, speaking about like not feeling like you're like worrying God or your shit is too small, like just being like, yeah, so God, I want to get this. Like I want to get this going. So however we need to get there, let's get there. Like, because you know, I'm not trying to be out here, you know,
Struggling.
Yeah, struggling. If you know you're a good person,
So
do you get
true.
what I mean? You just gotta put it out there.
People's got to remember that, you
But
know, and the bigger the
also
better.
and then also, I feel like it was a case of like realizing that everyone has their purpose, and sometimes it's not what you think it is. Do you get what I mean? But like, yeah, really good book. I did it as an audible, and it took me literally 5 hours whilst I was doing my hair.
Really?
And like, yeah, back
That
to
is
back.
very
I was
readable.
really upset. I was really upset when it
When you
finished.
finished.
When she said final chapter, I
I
was
love
like,
books like that.
I was like, you don't real that bad. Let me go a couple,
Yeah,
back,
you know.
couple chapters.
So,
But yeah,
that is
so
good.
free on Spotify if you already subscribe.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Spotify.
Yeah, so it's good to go, like just to breeze through it. The chapters are really quick, like it just feels like an easy book. And I say that because I had to read another book, which I also did through Audible, but that was for work. And literally after chapter 1, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to like, you know,
We're going to have
get
problems.
we're gonna have to get the subtitles because I was there with the book, physically the book as well, and like listening to the audible, like
Why? It's just boring.
just
It's not
like
appealing.
I don't like normally like factual books where you're talking on stuff. Do you get what I mean? When you're teaching like those things like for dummies and stuff like that, I don't find that helpful a way of learning. So I need like the visual and the thingy. Whereas when hers is like it's coming more from a biographical thing, so I'm not having to take
You're not
anything
actually
from
learning,
it.
but you're
But then I am
learning.
learning because it's the way that she's
Ways
speaking,
of
the way
life
that she's
and-
pushed, the way she's speaking to you is like it's more for
Personable.
me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more something in a way that I can understand.
Okay, I can understand that. You know, yeah.
And the like way that she's referencing it in a like a modern day thing. So she was like, she did like Mary and blah blah blah. Do you get what I mean? So them kind of things. It's just easier, but obviously, like I said, it's you're gonna be getting different things from different people.
That's true, actually, because I can remember working in a library and somebody saying that, because I was saying, oh God, this book is really hard to read. And a colleague says, find another one.
Find another one.
Because like, there's too many
To be
Yeah.
to be
stressed
stressed out on one that
And
you
it's a
can't
case
get
of like,
through.
yeah, get what
You
you
know?
can from that, and that's the adverse opinion. But that's you don't ever have to
Find another one.
reference those people again. But yeah, congratulations anyway,
Yeah.
because it was a really great book. It did come out a while ago, but I even had to send put a little message up on the page and be like, yeah, so I hope you get your husband and your kids and all of that for you, and yeah.
There you
So
go.
Nice.
And yours is?
Mine is I have a hate and a congratulate. Quick. I'll start with the hate and then we can end it on a good note. So
my mummy's got a hate. Oh, she's
No,
done
no,
it.
I
She's
got
got
one.
a hate. So Keir'S went to Cyprus this week to go and meet with troops that have been basically doing undercover recon missions to Israel. So for those that don't know, obviously we are participating in the thing in the war that's going on in Palestine, or war on Palestine, should I say. And so basically there is a naval army base in Cyprus that has been there since the beginning, that has had basically we don't know what is being sent from there to Israel, but there is stuff that's being sent, and these are massive aircrafts. So we know that these people that are on the ground know that what these aircraft usually carry, which is like missiles and things like that, as well as doing like recon missions around Gaza. There's been a spy plane going around Gaza for the whole of the time that this has been going on since October the 7th. So Keir's gone there to personally thank and tell the troops and tell them how proud he is for killing off all these people indiscriminately and helping to. And yeah, so he mentions that, oh yeah, obviously we can't mention the sensitiveness of what you guys are doing, but we are so thankful and blah blah blah. Don't thank him on our behalf. Don't thank nobody on my fucking behalf for killing off people. That's for damn sure. So yeah, just wanted to mention that obviously this is the shit that's going on in plain sight, in our friggin' under our name, guys. So yeah, we should all be aware. Let's end it on a good note. Congratulations to Layyah, who won. She was the first female winner of the Rap Game UK. And not even that, because I have to say that she's a female winner because she is the first female winner and she's made history by doing that. But she was literally the best. She was the best that this show has ever seen.
And to the people that are thinking about it, please don't do it. Look where I'm at now, and I've been through the trenches, press no benching. I've seen both sides of the fences, and it's greener on this side. And all I want is peace, I don't despise. And this time I'm fighting with my words, not my fists. I used to get in trouble, but I was a troubled kid. I'm not kidding, not a feminist, but power to the women. All these head tops, I'm spinning round and round like a merry-go. I don't need to be in the winter, I'm already cold.
So
including men or
all of the men that's ever been, and all of the men that was on her show. She has been their best contestant, singer, songwriter, rapper, like MC. Do you know what I mean? Like, this girl can rap, and she was just so likable, personable. You know, when you could just see somebody's a good soul. And I think the prize fund was 20k or 25k. And you don't really hear about these people after. I want to hear from Layyah after this. Please continue to do music. Please use your 20k to do music, because respect the power. Like, that was one of her songs, and I've had it in my head since she sang it. I could never do the justice that she did, but she did like some operatic shit. She went for, when I tell you she threw the kitchen sink at it. Anybody that hasn't watched Rap Game UK, watch this season just for Layyah, okay? Please. Hey Dog, I have to give him a little shout out, because he was the runner-up. And if it wasn't for Layyah, he would have been a well-deserved winner. But Layyah did need to win. So, yeah, congratulations.
Riddle from you.
Riddle to end.
Riddle to end. This might take a while.
I am a shape, I am a sea animal, I am a part of the sky, I'm always on top. What am I?
Like and subscribe.
Comment if you wanna.